Hi, my name is Scott. That's John sitting at the bench that's going to be performing the work. We're going to be tearing down the forks. We're just doing one tube. That's all we need to do to show. This is for a 2002 Suzuki Intruder VL1500 LC, which I don't think all that matters because there's only a couple of 1500s, I think. But
Yes.
anyways,
But we're also going to put a shout out to All Balls Racing. This is the kit that we're going to rebuild the shocks with. It comes with everything you need, all the spacers, all the bushings. You got extra O-rings for any size that you would have on this. But you have to buy the seal and the dust boot separate. It does not come with this kit. But you can actually find this very easily. And this kit for this bike, the part number is 56-132.
that's for the bushings, right?
That's for the bushings and the
and then
stuff.
what's the part number on that kit?
On this kit right here,
That's for the bushings.
it is the bushing kit is part number 137102, and this will get you the kit that you'll need right there. That'll actually have everything you need to rebuild this and a few extra parts because it does give you extra sizes.
The first kit he mentioned over there, that one's the rubber seals and stuff like that.
This
That's
is
the
seals.
bushings
This
over
is
there
the
in that
seals
kit.
and the new dust boots that will go in this in another video. These are going to be put into the shocks just as well, but we don't want to lose any parts because we are outside and it is windy. First thing you want to do with these shocks.
I'll move these out of your way.
Oh, thank you. First thing you want to do with these shocks, there's a clamp right here. You want to take a measurement from this point to the end of this right here, and that you make sure when you put this to put it back together, that when you extend the tube and you put your oil and everything in here, that this will be the exact measurement to your bike. And then here there's a 3mm Allen key. Most of this you will be taking apart with an Allen key. There's not very many screws, so it's nice to have a set of these, some extra ones like this, a socket wrench. This is a dampening tool. This is to get the spring and the part out of here if
For the
it
dampening rod.
if it does not want to come out. But usually they will, as long as nobody's over torqued it, it will come right out. But it's nice just to have this tool, extra thing. So start off, you take this clamp off with a 3.
And the measurement on ours was 11.5 inches from that point to the top.
11.5 inches, but I'm not sure what it would be in
Every bike
centimeters.
might be different.
Yeah, they're all different, but mainly what we're showing here, a lot of these shocks are pretty much the same way to take them apart and to put them back together. It could be a dirt bike, crotch rocket, it could be any of, they're pretty much all the same except for the hardware that mounts your calipers and what have you on there. First off, 3mm Allen key here that takes this clamp. You take that to loosen it. Make sure it's loose. If it is tight, put some oil so it will slide because you don't want to mar this. We're having these re-chromed because we're doing a restore. But if you're not going to restore, like you're just going to fix this to rebuild, you would just basically make sure you don't mar or leak because it will start leaking around the seal here. Next, you'll want to take a 6mm Allen key. In the bottom of the thing, there is an Allen key right here. Insert the 6 inside like this. You'll take a crescent wrench, come to the front cap here, twist and remove the front cap thoroughly, which there will be an O-ring. And I do have a bucket there for oil. You'll want to take this off completely, just like this. See the oil starting to come out?
That front cap is not under spring tension, so you don't have to worry about that one coming out.
Don't mess this cap up, because if you were to order this from Suzuki, it will cost you $60. So make sure you don't mar the threads and try to keep it as nice and pristine. And there is an O-ring there that seals that so no oil comes out. Second, you're going to want to come back here and you'll want to break this bolt back here loose, like so. You'll go like this, remove the screw, wiggle it out, like this. That tells you the damage or how bad your suspension has been. This particular bike, the man that owned it before did no maintenance to this bike at all. And there's like little pieces of metal shaving and dirt. So what we'll do is we are going to clean and rebuild this, and all of this will be done. But that's how you tell when you're ready to have your shocks.
And let me see that so I can show.
Yeah, you show the part.
You want to be very careful. I'm trying to see, make sure that stays clear. Oh, I'll back it up some there. Right on here, there's a little brass washer. Let me move back, make sure.
Yeah.
That little brass washer, or copper, is a crush washer. There, you can see me moving it up the bolt. They give you that new in the kit to replace that. Make sure you replace that because that'll help you with oil where it doesn't leak. But yeah, see, when I wipe it off, you can see the copper color. Okay.
Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to tip this shock up like so, and we are going to release the oil from the shock. As you can see that, like I said, this shock right here, with the spring, you know, this the dampener inside is we have to make sure all the oil comes out, but the wind is blowing, so if I were to actually put this down the way we had it earlier, I'd have a mess.
Well, all the oil, I don't think will come out until you break that to get that
Oh
nut
yeah,
out of
that
there.
all
That'll
of it'll come out,
release
but
all
for
the
right
oil.
now, for me to get as much oil out of the
Yeah.
shock as possible, which that should be just about enough right there, I think. Better be. Okay. Put the bucket back down and let it drip there. Next, you're going to want to take a 14 millimeter 1/2-inch drive Allen key, and you can either use a 1/2-inch drive ratchet, but I'm using a 3/8, which is just simpler that I had available that we could use. In here will be a 14 millimeter cap that is under pressure. When you go to take this, make sure you're holding on because it will spring and pop.
Yeah, there's a long spring inside
Little
that too.
word of advice: when you go to take this out, people, take an impact gun and just barely tap it once or twice, because sometimes the factory gets happy and they like to over tighten things. We had to do it, so we did it for this one to make sure that it was easy to take apart so you could see.
We just loosened everything off camera for the video purpose to make it easier.
So you'll take this like this and you will install. So watch, because it's going to pop here in a second as soon as I release.